The War of God Valley wasn't just a battle, it was the birth of legends. For decades, the world believed this fight ended with the fall of the Rocks pirates. But what if that wasn't the end? What if it was the beginning of everything? Because right now, in the flashback, we see Rocks, Whitebeard, and Kaido facing Imu. But that's not how the story truly ends. The real climax, the final act of God Valley, will bring together the three names that defined history itself. Rocks D. Xebec, Gold D. Roger, Monkey D. Garp. Three monsters, three destinies, one god to face. Before that moment comes, everything we're seeing now, every clash, every betrayal, every death, is building up to this single world-shaking event. Kaido's rage, Whitebeard's loyalty, Rocks' ambition, all of it is leading to the moment where gods and men become one. Because Kaido's here to learn a lesson that defines his entire life, that hockey transcends everything. He entered this war believing the devil fruit would make him invincible. That power came from what you eat, not what you endure. But in this battlefield, surrounded by the strongest monsters alive, he's about to realize how wrong he was. Kaido will see firsthand that even gods bleed when struck by true hockey. And it's in this moment, this humiliation, that his obsession with fruit ends, and his obsession with hockey begins. Because only by being broken can a warrior be born. But once Kaido falls and the dust clears, we'll see the next phase. Rocks D. Xebec and Whitebeard standing side by side against Imu, the being who calls himself God. Lightning cracks. The air burns. Even the island itself, God Valley, begins to crumble under their power. But Whitebeard won't last, because somewhere in the chaos, another enemy rises. Garling for Garland, the man with the same face as Shanks, the one who left that scar on Whitebeard's chest, the scar he never forgot. Even if Rocks crushed Garling earlier, he's still regenerating, and now Imu calls his knight back into the storm. Whitebeard turns to face him, and in that moment, two futures collide, the father of the old world and the seed of the next. Steel meets steel, and for a brief instant, the battlefield splits. Rocks versus Imu, Whitebeard versus Garling. The gods fight their own reflections. But make no mistake, the main event is still coming, because this story, from the very start, was never about Imu. It was about them. Rocks, Roger, Garp, three men who shaped everything that came after. Look at the world today. Every major player in One Piece traces back to them. Blackbeard, the heir of Rocks. Shanks, the child of Roger's era. Luffy, the grandson of Garp. Even the Marines, even the revolutionaries, all born from this moment in God Valley. This isn't just a flashback. It's the origin of the entire world. Because this is where eras collide, where the age of Rocks ends and the age of Roger begins. And yet, the truth is even darker. What if Imu doesn't just fight them, but controls them? Imagine this. The battle begins with Rocks, Roger, and Garp all facing the same enemy. But Imu uses his power of domination, the same dark energy we've already seen, and turns Rocks into a puppet. Rocks, the man who defied gods, suddenly becomes their weapon. Roger and Garp forced to fight the very man they came to save. The battlefield turns into hell. And in that chaos, legends are born. Because Roger, cornered, bleeding, broken, awakens something inside him that no one has ever seen before. A surge of will so pure that it tears through the sky itself. Lightning cracks across heaven. Imu trembles. This is what Kaido once spoke of. He brought the world to heal through hockey alone. This was that moment. Roger's ultimate bloom. The day he stood before God and didn't kneel. Garp is there too, his fists shaking, not from fear, but from fury, because he realizes the enemy he's fighting isn't just a man, it's the system itself, the gods who claim ownership over life itself. Together, Roger and Garp charge, not as pirate and marine, but as men. And for one brief, blinding moment, the sun burns brighter than ever before. Their combined strike, will against divinity, shatters the heavens. The sound echoes across the world. The drums of liberation themselves roar once again. That sound wasn't Joy Boy. It was Roger. And when the dust settles, Fall of Xebec is gone. Whether he fell or was consumed or sealed away, nobody knows. But his will lived on. In Blackbeard. In the darkness that never dies. Roger rose from that island as the pirate king of a new era. And Garp walked away as the hero of the Marines. But both carried scars deeper than flesh. Because both knew what they had witnessed wasn't victory. It was tragedy. The day the world changed forever, and no one remembered.